Last time, on the Adventures of Gaia, 5 strangers woke up in Gaia pods with no memories and were immediately attacked by a group of witches known as the Coven. Fleeing into the streets of Eager, each time they thought they'd escaped their attackers, the witches magically reappeared until the heroes found themselves drawn to a circus where the ringmaster, Aristodemos, offered them sanctuary, and the witches were forced to retreat. You wake up. Not in a pod this time, however.
Oh, good. Do I know who I am this time? Hopefully.
You remember what happened yesterday. You remember the Coven chasing you, those strange, creepy faces. You remember running into this circus and seeming to feel like it was safe here, given that Aristodemos, the ringmaster, was able to chase those Coven members away. You were led to a tent and given some nice, very comfy straw piles to sleep on, and told to have a good night. So you wake up to the smell of slightly damp straw. You flip over. Magnus, you move. You see Aurora's sleeping form moving quietly beside you. You hear the other members starting to...
How close beside me?
She seems to have spread. She's sleeping like this.
She's like a starfish pattern?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Magnus is immediately like, we were sleeping very close last night. He gets embarrassed and he doesn't know. He's picking straw out of his hair and like off the side of his face. He's like, okay, I'm not sure about this.
Were we all? So we were all sleeping in like the same like pile of straw?
They were originally piles individual, but they've all been smushed and you've kind of moved over. Aurora's foot's half in your face.
Yeah, I was going to say Dose is immediately also just like sprawled out like completely. Like, you know, like when cats get really comfortable and they're like everywhere. That's what Dose is doing.
Okay. Magnus removes Dose's tail from his leg. He's like, okay, just move that over here. Okay.
Okay, Aurora grabs her cloak. Just 5 more minutes. Okay. Riva, you were feeling so cozy and safe. Then you open your eyes and think, oh, right. This is what's going on. You smell some sweet smells of breakfast. You notice that Letty seems to be missing. You can see a little trail of straw that's gone out of the tent. You hear some movement, not a lot, outside, but you hear someone humming. And some lovely smells.
Dose kind of rolls over and seems fine with this straw bed situation. You know, probably pretty okay with this. This is pretty normal. Kind of gives everybody like a wave and then walks out towards the food.
Okay, you have your fur sticking all over straws, kind of matted in it. Knowing Dose, you probably don't care. You walk out, scratching.
Hey Dose, wait up.
All right, Magnus says, to Aurora, I hope you slept well last night.
We slept on straw.
It did leave something to be desired.
Okay, she gets up. Maybe... Let's see if we can get a bed tonight.
I don't know what we're going to have to do here to earn our keep.
She slowly gets up. There's straw all over her hair, sticking out. She's like, I'm hungry. She goes, come on.
Okay, he follows.
You come out. There's just a few people moving things around. You see that most of the main attraction tents have been broken down. Long boxes are all over the place. And one of those triangle-shaped moving trains that you originally were in yesterday with the clothes, you see they've been shoving stuff in there. But the most important thing in front of you right now is a huge guy. He's got a huge belly on him. He's got big sideburns sticking all out, crazy hair, balding on top. He's got 4 arms. He's cooking food. You see this amazing contraption all jerry-rigged together, and there's some dough coming out into little circles. They move along a little platform, punk, fall into some oil that boils. They get moved with another thing, punk, fall into some sugar and come out. And there's a little bowl of them. They're little tiny, circly donuts. And there's some sausage-looking things. Good morning, newcomers. In. Welcome. Hungry?
Okay,
Ghost
Magnus.
is here. Yeah.
Magnus feels the air and all the molecules coming off the food hits his skin, and he can touch it. He can feel all the particles. He goes, high sugar content, high fat content. Yes, I'd like some, please.
Ghost goes for exclusively the meaty stuff.
Okay. Your pocket meat has been depleted overnight.
Oh, yeah,
Did
it's
you eat
gone
some
now.
of those?
There's one pocket meat left with some straw sticking out of it.
Just save that for later.
Okay, the chef, for lack of a better word, has two hands on his hips while he's moving meat around. He looks at you, Riva. What would you like? It seems like everyone else has grabbed food. Are you a meat eater, a sweet eater, a fruit eater?
I mean, if
Batia's got it all.
If people aren't eating you've got it all, I'll have one of those, I'll have one of these, I'll have one of those. I'd like to try that.
Okay, he pulls out actually a big bowl and starts piling stuff in. He goes,
Yeah.
Looks like you need some food.
Looks like you're a smart man.
He goes, ha! The smartest in the nation. I had my own restaurant for a while.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
Batia's sweet beets.
Uh-huh.
Didn't work so well. Beets are not the favorite thing around here. But I've
Oh,
developed
I bet.
this. He points to that contraption. You see some sparks coming out of it every so often. You see the oil has some questionable stuff floating at the bottom. Aurora goes, really good.
Yeah, this was great. Dose is going back for seconds.
Aurora starts walking over to, there's some makeshift sort of tables.
Okay, Magnus just follows.
Are there other people around also having breakfast?
There's some. You don't see any of the acts you saw last night, those people. There's more of sort of, they're metal boxes and they're currently set down, but they have windows and all of them have a door in the back. They're painted different colors and they have little crystals all around that blink every so often. Those seem to be more of a residence rather than tent with straw.
Fair enough.
Aurora
Good.
sat at a table with nobody else, however.
Okay, yeah, Dose is gonna follow and sit with everybody else.
So I'm just going to take this opportunity to remind the GM of how Magnus senses, because it's different than most people. His sight is only 30, but really what sets him apart is his, again, that sense of touch he has, which is quite high. It's about 204.
Right.
And he doesn't taste anything, and he doesn't smell anything. It's just this sense of feel that he has, and something very, very strong, like say a decaying body or like a very radioactive piece of material. He can feel that clear across a kilometer away. So just reminding you, in case that becomes relevant.
Decaying bodies.
Mostly the molecules and what you're feeling in the air is food at this point. There's so much. Batia has cooked enough food that seems there must be at least 400 people eating, given the amount of food he's made. So that's quite thick in the air. You do feel a bit of energy off of course, the train and those sleeping units I just mentioned, because they do have some sort of energy power, but it's not activated right now.
Those are the same kind of pods that we came out of last night.
Yeah.
Magnus is like, not so sure about those things.
Aurora looks. What's the face for?
Nothing. I feel energy coming from their cylinders, the same kind of things that we were in last night, and I'm just a bit leery of it.
Ooh, maybe they won't remember us then.
I don't know. Magnus looks around. He doesn't see any naked people looking around like, what's going on?
No, you're in a back area of the town, the city that you're in, which you think you caught yesterday was called Eager. Last night it looked magical and beautiful with fireworks and stuff. Today it looks sort of like they might put trash back here.
So we're in like the Drifter Central here.
Having the circus in an area where perhaps drifters would be, if they chose where to put it, keeps them out of the eyes of any of those fancy authorities you met at the coffee shop yesterday.
Ooh, okay.
I didn't think Aristodemos got his permit.
Oh, no.
He just rolls into town, makes a circus. Before the authorities get there, close the circus down, get out.
Well, with my breakfast, instead of sitting at the table, can I awkwardly kind of look around, shuffle, and decide to maybe walk around the encampment?
Okay.
Just
yeah, sure.
Kind of looking at things, looking at the pretty boxes, looking at the doors, looking at not really looking for anything, just looking.
If Reva's moving around, then I think Dos is probably doing the same thing, because sitting at a table and, having a nice morning conversation isn't really their style either, so.
You see Dos get
Magnus,
up.
for some reason, stays beside Aurora.
Okay. You see Riva walking with his bowl. He's eating, looking around. It seems actually a little awkward. You're sitting with Magnus and Aurora, and there's something strange. Magnus keeps looking at her, kind of sideways. She keeps eating. She looks at him. What? And he goes, looks down. You figure this is maybe, it's a good time to walk.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Yeah, you trail after Riva, and you're quite a bit taller, so you make up time. Riva, as you're going around, you see quite a few of these boxes now, which you're pretty sure must be sleeping containers. You think the main one must be Aristodemos's. It's painted quite red and flashy. There's gold interlays around the door, and lots of these little crystals that are right in the metal that blink off and on.
That's really pretty.
It's quite big.
Dos nudges Riva once he gets close up and says, hey, you wanna go, like, we go check it out, I don't think anybody's, like, around right now, like, if we just walked over, like, there's no harm in that, right?
To that one?
Yeah, the big
No
one.
point.
Yeah, that one over there.
What if they're home?
Well, we don't have to, like, go inside. We could just, like, look and get some. Are there like windows or something we could like?
Yep, there's windows.
Sure.
Okay.
If you want to boost me up,
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
take a look. Let's knock on the door first.
Dos. You hear a voice? Not now.
Hey, Dos.
Yeah.
Not now.
Okay. See, here's the
Plus
thing.
one, Riva.
Here's the thing. I wasn't gonna like knock. We were just gonna like look and then.
No, you didn't. I did.
Yeah. Nobody was gonna knock. The plan was like no knocking, just looking, right? And yeah. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, you keep walking. Riva, this plan does not make sense to you.
Yeah.
Okay, you're walking around. You find another trailer, and you can hear some two female voices inside speaking quietly. You can't quite make out what they're saying unless you want to get quite close. What's your hearing?
My hearing is 87.
Please
Oh,
roll.
yeah, we'll make a roll. Oh, success.
Nice. Okay, you're walking just past it. You're not being nosy on purpose, per se.
No. Leaning, maybe.
You start walking past, you hear the voices, then you kind of slow down and lean back up against the window. You hear female voices. You recognize them from last night, those two twins. Cool. I don't think it's time to tell them. Well, why not? It doesn't make sense to wait. Hold on. I think someone's outside.
Hey, Dos! I think this is the place where the two people, were they contortionists?
They seem to be. They were intertwined. They looked exactly the same.
The two similar-looking circus people were from last night. Come here!
Dos is turned around and is not paying attention anymore.
Okay.
What are you talking about? Dos is like across the like has moved off like back towards the table like, oh man, breakfast, huh? That's really good. Yeah, this is great.
Okay. Magnus, Aurora sitting, looking at you. You were awkward for some time. You see Dos coming back. You hear Riva kind of yelling off in the distance.
These rings of dough are quite sugary, quite good.
I like them. Do you feel it's odd that... Do you think we all actually know each other? What happened to that other guy who was in the... Remember? There was a sixth.
Sadly, I think he might have been hurt in the battle.
Ooh,
It was his pod that exploded.
I hope he wasn't with us. I hope we're friends. Okay, she suddenly looks a little suspicious.
Of course we are. Don't you feel that we are at least friendly?
I guess. You see her close her eyes, and her eyes flicker a bit. You seem safe enough. She looks over as Dose starts walking over.
Magna smiles.
Okay, she
I'm
smiles.
safe.
She genuinely seems okay. Oh! Dose, was it?
Yeah. What's up?
We were just talking. Do you remember anything? Before yesterday.
Oh, I was gonna say I remember like yesterday. Before yesterday, Dose kind of like looks around like, what's the actual answer supposed to be here? Like, is it supposed to be like a yeah? No.
I don't remember anything.
No. Then no, I don't. No.
Nor I. Nothing before yesterday.
Yeah, no. Sorry.
That person said we had memory loss. We were memory loss people?
She did not seem to have a very high opinion of memory loss people.
You know, she seemed a little like a couple screws loose herself, so I don't know how much we can really like trust with like that kind of, input, but maybe,
She
still,
had nice clothes. I'm sure she
did.
was great. We just looked kind of...
Yeah, we
picky.
did look a little. Yeah.
What about him? She points to Riva, who's sneaking around subtly around.
Getting seconds, Dose?
Dose is completely ignoring him. Just what guy? What one? There's a whole lot around here. What guy?
I sense he has much potential.
The little one, the little guy.
Indeed.
Yeah, that guy. He's nice. He's nice.
He saved Letty and I last night.
Yeah.
Well, then he must be good. Oh, I wonder where she is. Just then you see the ringmaster, who you know as Aristodemos, come out of his tent, or his cabin. He stretches, kind of in a display.
Oh man. Oh.
He smiles. He ting, as he starts to walk over to you, to your group. He looks to Riva. He says, "Join us. Come. I'm anxious to hear your story and have some breakfast and hear what you all think you can bring to my fabulous place."
That's amazing, because right now, I'm just anxious.
Have you tried the Batya's donuts? They help with everything that ails you.
Oh,
Is that what these are called? Donuts? They have nuts in them.
Okay, he seems to look at you strangely, Magnus, for a second. Indeed they are. He sizes you up.
Oh, I thought they were dough rings. They make a
No, these are great, whatever they are. Dose has picked one up after not picking
Whoa,
it up.
method acting! Whoa.
He looks at Aurora, smiles. Indeed, it doesn't matter what they're called. Perhaps you would like to suggest the name to Batya. I hear he's going to franchise his restaurants.
Oh, they're very good.
Okay, he sits down. He kind of has that I'm in charge of everything, but opening and welcoming. You almost feel a little drawn in when he smiles. So, woke up in pods yesterday, I assume.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, there was some guys, and then it was us, and then there were less guys, and it was just us, and yeah, it was a lot.
I remember. You had the coven after you.
Is that what they're called? The coven?
Yeah, what are those
Definite.
guys?
definitely not witches you want to engage with. I'm sure it was a mistake, as often happens in Gaia. He sideways looks at both Aurora and Magnus, and then sideways looks at Dos and Riva. Now, no memories at all. You'll need a place to stay. My circus is a place for wayward travelers, but you have to earn your keep. What exactly do you all do? He leans back.
We run, we get chased, we get attacked, we get saved. You were there for that one.
We're good at running, especially. That's probably the main one is the running. Real good at that one.
A running act. Aurora goes, she points at Magnus. He does spell stuff, and she points at Riva. He does spell stuff.
Yeah, they did that stuff.
I don't know what happened. I just
A lot.
I felt emotions welling inside of me, and I felt like I had to defend my friends. I was quite
friends
beside
now?
myself.
We're friends now. You said friends, like no.
He said it, no taking it back.
Yeah, we're friends now, I guess. Dos looks actually happy about this.
Well, if
Yeah.
you're not my friends, then I wouldn't have any. So I suppose that'd be a sad thing.
That's just sad. Yeah.
It's always interesting when you wake up from the pods how you might find yourself in a new family. Aurora says, I like the robots.
I will say when he says that, Dos looks apprehensive about the word family.
Aristodemos says, so, we're about to leave. We're headed to Clacktown. He waits to see if it brings up any memories. It clearly doesn't. Says, fabulous! So, it's a new place, new people. We need to get packing rather quickly, as you can see. You can go in that trailer when we move. He points to this kind of, it's not decorated, it's not fancy, it's got a couple little crystals. You see the doors open. However, there are hammocks hither and nigh hanging inside. Aurora goes, ooh, no straw.
That's better than a hay bed.
He says, if you can find a way to be part of the circus, we can find a place for you to stay. However, I do feel getting out of Eager is a good idea for you all now.
Indeed.
Dos looks eager about that one.
+1.
I can't believe that no one made a joke yet. I had to.
But a bunch.
He says, so you'll forgive me for now, but once we get to Clacktown, we'll talk more. I'm sure I'll find something that you can all do until you rediscover your talents.
You know, those two
He's about to stand, he stops.
those two last night, they said something about like gun slinging. I don't know how they really like knew that, but that's about the only like solid thing that I think I've got. So like maybe, you know, if you
I
got
understand.
something-
He's got this smile like he knows something. However, he often seems to have that smile on his face. We'll see what we can do, Dos. Okay, he stands up
Right.
and walks away. Aurora says, did you tell him your name?
Wait, me? No. Maybe.
Okay, you see a little tiny androgynous being come out. They have a big nose, solid black eyes, hair coming out of their ears. They start waving their hands in the air and saying incantations, and things start folding up. The table that you're sitting at starts going, raises up in the air. Come on. Out, time to go.
I was eating
Aurora
that.
grabs some donuts. The chairs you're sitting on start raising. Roll agility.
I make it.
64. I don't fall quite on my butt. I made the check.
Oh no, I fall.
Okay. You had just sat down and were eating and you fall backwards.
Yeah.
Okay, Magnus rushes over to help him. I say, looks like they're ready to leave, my young friend. We'd best get out of here.
Thanks, friend. I call bunking with Magnus as I run to the hammock.
Aurora goes. Yeah, you make your way to the trailer with the hammocks. You see the food magically just collapsing. Batchy is yelling at the little being. Just watch the machine. It's just oh. Okay, he starts walking towards another trailer. Everything starts packing up. You see the crystals all along the top of it that outline start blinking a little bit quicker and quicker.
Yeah, Dose jumps in the wagon.
Kate, you all pile into this box, this metal box. There's 2 people still sleeping in hammocks. They don't seem to. It starts shaking and moving. They just swing back and forth without much of a care.
Are we sure they're alive?
Aurora, she says, their life signs are quite strong. I'm sure they're good.
You can feel the life in them.
Can't you?
Of a sort.
She turns to Dose and Riva. Can't you feel them?
Nope. As I'm climbing into the bottom hammock.
Dose reaches out and touches one of them and is like,
"You're
obvious.
Hilarious." I guess it's just. I just assumed everyone could feel. Huh. Oh well. Okay, the trailer starts moving around quite a bit. Aurora sits in a hammock because it's easier to sit when it's swinging than to try to keep your balance. And suddenly you feel a pressure change in the cabin. Just a...
Magical transport.
Riva, you were looking out the window.
Yeah.
And suddenly you see some interesting big white pieces falling outside the window.
What? Okay. That's it?
You feel it go...
Oh.
Kate, you look out. All you see are mountains of snow all around you.
Whoa.
With a critical, I guess I feel this as well.
I was just about to say, you feel the iciness coming in the air.
Ooh.
It's not cold in the actual unit, but you do feel the change of humidity on your hands.
We're in a new place. Very impressive.
Get one of the smaller beings. Would you be quiet? We're trying to sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry, kind sir. Yes, of course. We shall remain silent.
We've stopped. Get out.
I guess we should.
Okay. You open the door and the cold hits you. Aurora comes out. She looks down. It's crunchy. You're the last one to come out. Dose. You're looking around. Something is definitely wrong in this land. It's cold.
This is not right.
Big white things falling at you. Big clump ones. You're trying to avoid them. They're hitting your ears.
Ah.
Well, this is really cold. But, ooh, I like it. Look how sparkly it is.
Magnus smiles at Aurora.
Dose is going to step out of the thing and then step into the snow and immediately step back.
Okay, you pull a cat. There's a valley. You're a bit above it. There's a valley and you see lights coming up. Think very alpine village. Aurora says, it's a little chilly. Close the door.
Dose does that, but closes himself inside.
Okay. Aurora stops. You have to get out. You can't. You're going to keep them awake.
What is this?
It's just snow.
It is merely water in a solid state, my friend.
It's pretty. Come on. It'll be okay. Come on.
What? Just like a dog? Come here. Yeah, no. And then Dose gets out
I'm
of the
trying
way.
to tell you, it's okay. You seem scared of the snow.
No, the snow is fine. It's fine. Dose is walking,
Feet up.
Yeah.
You see Adil and Lita come out. Those are the twins that you were beside their house before. Oh. Welcome. Are you ready to... They both tilt their head at the exact same time and look at Dose. Are you injured?
No.
I just don't think Dose has ever seen snow before.
I've
I'm not
seen
sure that
so
I have
much.
either.
I've seen so much snow. Just all this. I've seen it. So all the snow. I've seen it. I've seen it before. All of it.
They're intertwined, and their forelegs almost look like they're a four-legged being. They tilt their heads. You're quite strange. And they just turn and walk away.
Yeah, I guess look who's talking.
You see, there's that small guy with the ear tufts. Is anyone who needs cloaks, warm clothes, over there? That's one. You newbies.
That's us.
That way.
That can't be us. Why would it be us?
Hurry up.
Oh, the new ones. Dose grabs Reva and starts going that way.
Okay, Aurora runs.
Oh, wait for me.
Okay, you get some warm clothes. Aurora wraps herself up in the cloak she's found.
So what are we gonna do in this circus to earn our keep?
You can shoot something. That's
Yeah,
what they
I
said.
can shoot things. Not like people things, but like
I guess I could try casting magic. Okay, Magnus tries to
Not
cast
just
something.
that way, not at us.
Goes, nothing comes out.
Don't worry, it happens to everyone. Try again.
+1. Magnus goes, oh, he's all embarrassed. I know I can. I did this last night.
maybe you need to feel threatened, and then Dose like goes like this.
Magnus looks at him.
Like,
Boo!
yeah.
Perhaps I do. I don't know. I guess I'll have to work on this. Or maybe I'll just have to sweep up after the circus.
That's a viable job.
A lot of the circus people have started traveling along with the train, and you can see the setting up happening closer down to the town.
I should be able to do this. Little sparks go. Oh.
Maybe
Oh, well.
someone has something to help with that condition.
Everybody's got performance
It's
anxiety.
the first time it's happened to me being
Right.
princess to Aurora.
You're walking as this discussion is degrading, and you see
Quickly.
you're coming up to the town. There's these beautiful homes. They seem to be made out of wood, but as you get closer, you realize it's textured metal. There's large amount of snow and icicles on each town. It's quite warm. There's lampposts that are lit, and when you get close, you see crystals inside that flicker light out and cast some warmth off. There's a lot of people moving back and forth. You see some people coming by. They have these long sticks strapped to their feet. They're moving. Hello! What? Ooh, the circus is in town. They go quicker. The people who have axe have already started doing some acrobats. You see some people shooting some magic bits off here and there.
Magnus is a little jealous. Their magic bits are working. My magic bit isn't working at all.
Oh my god. Okay, you get my +1. Jeez.
Get my
I've been
mind
working hard for this
Jeez.
+1 here, guys. Come on. Okay, it goes right on to pattern recognition.
You see Aristodemos motion to you, the party.
Okay, Magnus goes for it.
My wayward babes, I have a job for you.
Oh, a job.
We need some supplies.
Authenticity. I want to roll to see if this guy's going to be real. Is he is he really trying to help us right now, or is he just like using us? Need to know.
Sure, you could use empathy to see what kind of feelings he's having. Otherwise, you can roll your CE stat just to get a general read on people, as anyone with a decent CE can.
Yeah, let's do C because he might be happy about using us, and I don't want to get conflict. You know what I mean? I don't want to get conflicting. I don't want to get like,
great.
yeah.
What do you have to roll under, Alec? We'll do it.
Oh
guys.
no, it doesn't matter. It's a failure. Oh, critically failed. Oh man.
You
That was
just
the most visceral reaction to a critical fail I've ever seen in my life. You know?
You innately trust him. His smile is beckoning. His eyes sparkle. He looks right at you.
Wow.
Right now he's wearing quite a huge fur, a little excessive over the top fur collar with red velvet cloak. Underneath, you can see his ringmaster outfit of a satinish red suit with a vest and a tie. You see some odd movement underneath his cloak every so often in the top pocket. My friends, we need some supplies for the circus, and since you're not quite at the point of having an act ready, although I did see we had some attempts, perhaps.
Okay, Magnus goes flush red.
He seems to enjoy this. He says, I'm sure you'll do better soon. We need some supplies for the circus, for us. I can entrust you with some coin. He reaches out with a bag and a list. There's a little pad. You see that it's much like the pad you saw the other night where people were touching crystals to it.
It takes money.
Now try to get a good deal. Whatever is left over, you can keep.
Very gracious of you, Aristodemos. Thank you. We will endeavor to do this task.
He looks at you all as if he's going to say something. His pocket moves a bit. He goes, good luck. You must be back before the circus acts begin. Keep an eye on the time. And he turns with a flourish. The fur kind of almost hits you all in the face. He goes back into his caravan.
Hey guys, when does the circus start? Did anybody catch that?
You hear the callers in the streets. Tonight, one act only. We're only here for this evening. Or looking at the list. It's just normal stuff. She passes it as if it was going to be an exciting list to get.
Well, we have to do something to earn our keep. I suppose we should get going.
Okay, you make your way towards the town. And as you head off, none of you notice 4 blue eyes watching from behind you.